Hello everybody and welcome back. Now for what I'm about to do next, I'm going to want some more health. Even like just a little more would be fine. And all I got was a little more. Let's do this. Oh, hi, you're right there. Hello? Sorry, I don't speak plant? Oh, okay. I think there's been a misunderstanding here. Oh, she had a fight with Garuda, too. I am very confused. Yeah, but are we sure this weirdo could beat up Garuda? Answer, yes. Air is an incredibly dangerous boss knight. It's incredibly fast. Has tons of moves that can come out of basically nowhere. And she can also deal 2 damage with attacks. The metal attacker is not actually that durable, but it moves around like a bunch. Like maybe even more than Garuda does, and that thing is supposed to be flying. No. Okay, no. No. Alright. Well, we managed it, somehow. Could someone please translate Plant Lady here? Thank you, sir. Well, at least someone in this room is sensible. Once again, the ideal tank crew contains pilot, support droid, and pet. Jason explained everything. Well, if your first encounter with a metal attacker is Garuda, you might not have a good opinion of other metal attackers. Oh, that's good. That means this won't take a while. Oh. Fetch quest! We're talking about you, Miss Plant Lady. Okay, we are going to save now. Okay, we're doing that joke now. We just went out like 10 seconds ago. What? Thank you, Kenwood. So, a few things from the concept notes. Oh yeah, first, we need to use the drill thing to get through these blocks. First off, Air is a figure of Norse mythology which is concerned with medicine. And a couple of things. First off, Kenwood had to drive around on this planet for 20 years before he found something that was capable of driving the metal attacker. And that something happened to be Kana. Kana went through a bunch of redesigns because they hadn't solidified the way this planet was going to be until later. So at one point she was like a shark person? So there are a couple of things about her from, like, the design notes. First off, the only actual vital part of her is her head. If everything else but that gets destroyed, she can just regenerate completely. What was the second thing? Oh yeah, I already talked about Kenwood. And the other thing is that she's drawn like how she is, but they also made her completely weird because, well, she's a plant. She's not going to inherently make sense to meet people like us. And one of the other commentaries that the designer of the character designer of this game had specifically about Kana was, quote, "I wanted to create a new fetish for mankind." And my thought was, like, well, I think there are people who are ahead of you there. But they probably appreciate the effort. Okay, one of the features of this area is constantly respawning enemies. Which is a problem when you consider that there are some types of enemies in this game that can actually do combination attacks, as you are going to see right now. And that's it for that. Hey, a life extender. We can always use more of those. Especially since we ended the last fight with like 1 life. My experience with the fight with Kana is that we either get through it fairly clean or you lose a lot. Okay, so these flower-shaped doors will take you right back to the entrance of this area, and that's going to be a major time saver. Our main goal right now is to find the repulsion upper, which is actually a fancy name for what Kana was actually describing of. It is in fact a giant spring. So describing it as a boing-a-thingy or a sproing-a-thingy is pretty accurate. That's the door we actually want to get into right now. But we can't get there. As you saw, our tank was carried off by a bulb because this is a very weird planet. Oh, we're going to need that. And it took me a little while to realize I needed to swim up there with the tank. Okay, you use the drill attack to push in those screws, and here we are. Now, I don't actually have the map for this area, and I won't be getting it for pretty much all the time I'm here. That's because the map for this area is actually on one of the planetoids. And for this playthrough, I don't plan to do the planetoids until after I've finished the main planet. So I'm going to be navigating without help. You know, I don't have the timing of those things quite right. Okay, another monster room. This is much like the last one, except I have much more room to maneuver. Might as well blow up this guy while I'm here. Yeah, one of the things about this game is that there aren't as many weapons that are just surefire solutions. Okay, there's what we want, but I'm going to explore around here just to make sure that there isn't another thing hiding somewhere in here. Without a map, you can't be sure. I do wonder why they chose Trip World for the inspiration for this area, because I'm not sure how much the rest of the Sunsoft library is as well known anywhere. Hold on, killing bugs. But I've already talked about that before. Well, that's everything. Okay, the major utility of the spring in this area is to rocket us up through water areas that we can't hover through in order to get a boost. So we need to use a combination of the spring and the drill in order to get us through this area, and that guy just took my seed. Okay, now we choose the correct weapon. So the objective is to get the seed up into that pot and then water it to get the fruit. But to do that, we need to kill these things. Because if we don't, they'll just constantly steal the seed if we try to take it up there. Thankfully, we know their weakness, so destroying these things is easy. So you can shoot these things to move them, but you need the spring in order to get them to go places. And sometimes getting them where you need them to be can be a little bit finicky. There we go. And that's one. Now fall to restore energy, and let's move on to the next one. We don't need to do that kind of puzzle for all of the fruits. But we're going to have to do something like that a couple of times. Wait, I don't need to do this at all. Well, I'll take a bit of health. Oh yeah, there are power-ups that can... There are fake power-ups that will come to life and attack you, like in Phalanx. Alright, let's see what's down here. More of these fake power-ups. Okay, there's a bulb, so we leave our tank down here. And off it goes. Hey, it was worth it. There's an energy charger up here. Well, down here, basically. Yeah, the thing about Planet Stranga is that it's a much more puzzle-heavy map than the previous planets we've been to. We're not getting up there. Hey, a save point. No! Okay, the thing about those fake save points is that if you let them attack, they fire this gigantic beam that's basically impossible to avoid. Oh, I guess this is a thing. Okay, the thing about these walking flower stem things is that you can actually use your spring on them to get them to move places. And you basically have to, otherwise you fail miserably and die. And there's our second fruit right here, as well as some life, which we desperately need. Okay, let's try that again. And actually do it right. And there's just one more thing we need to get before Kana will talk to us. Hold on, ran out of energy again. Back to normal. Yeah, I guess one of the reasons this is more of a puzzle area is that Trip World was more of a regular sort of platformer than it was like a super action-y platformer like Blaster Master is, or other games like Journey to Silius. By the way, if you want to hear some of the really strong Sunsoft soundtracks, listen to the soundtracks of Journey to Silius and their NES Batman game. The reason for the Sunsoft soundtrack thing is that I believe they figured out how to use the NES sound hardware in ways that it wasn't particularly intended to be used. But that kind of mucking about happened with a lot of the games because of how the way cartridge worked. Okay, we clear out these rogue power-ups. And this is the water spout for this area, which we didn't need to hit at all. Okay, now we hit the water. And that's the last fruit we need. Now let us leave this silly place. Alright, we got your damn fruit. What you want? I mean, what you got? Oh, she took out one of her flowers. I think that's all we need to know about that process. Oh, okay, she wouldn't tell us how to leave until we'd done stuff to help Eve. Okay. Oh, we'll just blow it up then. It's worked so far. Okay, so let's get back to the landing pad. We're going to blow up that boss mutant, and then call it a day. By the way, we cannot actually leave without getting the spring, because that's the only way to get out of this water and into where we actually want to go. And from here on, it should be smooth sailing. Or however smoothly a tank can sail. Never mind, I don't know how to joke. Okay, let's see how fast these planetoids are. Your solar system is weird. Okay, that's the right one. We're going to be saving any further exploration for next time, and hello! You don't say! Boss. Okay. Okay, so this boss is actually somewhat easier than Air, because even though it has more health and more shooty, it moves around a lot less. Plus, if you find the right spot to sit, you can just point up and shoot. Okay, the thing about these lightning attacks is that only the tip of the bolt causes actual damage. The actual rest of the lightning just bounces you up. And note that there are spikes on the ceiling. You know, just so you know what's up. So that's 1, 2... Ow. And 3. No problem at all. Well, that's it for now. Next time we will be doing some exploration and then heading out to Area F. See ya then. Goodbye.